currently working at Ebony Park Hard Trust. Plus, she got her $300,000 to do her business.
Yeah.
She said, like Trudy, the board said, I know just 2 we get it. If 50 people in the class, if 50 students is in the class, they will get the opportunity to get that 300,000. In fact, the government said, Floyd Green said this.
Right.
If you do greenhouse technology, if you do that, you after finishing your level 3 can get a greenhouse. You know how much millions for a greenhouse? Never in our country's history have we seen this. Floyd Green also said 20 youths will be getting a boat, and fisher folks who are currently operating can get engine and other equipments. Floyd Green said that.
All right, my time.
Sydney,
to talk now.
Wait,
Calm down, people. Remember, I supposed to speak to now. Calm down, people. Just a second, calm down.
Yeah.
One at a time, speak now. All right,
my
speak,
time
speak.
All
But
right.
that's answer question.
No, man, my time.
Wait, are you asking question?
Them agree, send me to talk.
Classic, me and Tattoo. Classic, where you go?
Go ahead.
Where you go for sign up for pension for old people?
Don't
like
call him one side and ask him that, man.
That's a 75 years old and older.
You mean the social pension?
That you go to Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
By the PM, and you go to the Ministry of Labor and ask about the social pension.
The social housing. How do I think that? Because some people
remember
you someone.
Go through your MP.
No, hold on. Make Sydney tell him.
No, I'm not tell him that.
Why you not tell him? Why you not want the people for the benefit from anything?
I know it will go on your side.
But Sydney, why is it that you don't want anybody to benefit from anything?
No, I'm not stop nobody, Mr.
But Sydney, how comes you get farmer card under this government and you don't want nobody else to benefit?
Well, I know. Host, you agree, say me if you talk after this man, you know. And you say,
Host, you see how Sydney lion wicked? You see how Sydney wicked and selfish? Sydney don't want nobody else to benefit. But yet still in benefit from this government. Forget one farmer card.
Host, listen me now, host. Let me tell you something now.
Sydney.
All right,
Sydney, you know about the social housing?
Let the man stop talking, let me talk now, host, man. All right. First thing what the man has said, me live now on labor right here, strong labor right here, right here now. We give voting at 300 labor right.
Lie, Sydney.
Let me talk, man.
Sydney, I say a PNP era you live in now.
No,
you came on my program, come say that. Liar, Sydney. You know say you live at Gale in St. Mary. And you say the youths them in Gale vote out PNP labor right because they say nothing now go on. Liar, Sydney. You feel no better than that.
Listen,
you don't believe in a God? Sydney, you don't believe in a God?
Yeah, what I'm saying a while ago. Him say, which part me live here now? Not even all the program where I said this so. Not even one youth from my community no go. Not even one me no hear of that.
You discourage them from go.
Secondly, because I lie, we know I tell not go so. Secondly, no.
No, Sydney, me have a group of youths where me a line up now.
Let me talk.
Me, no, me, you are the man that tell lie. Me have a group of youths, so me a line up now.
When listen to the man and you promising them if you talk and you are butting, make the man a butting for me.
No, but
yeah, man, with the promising for telling lie. Go and go tell a lie.
Listen me now.
Look at your Sydney coming in this now.
All right, listen me now. 9 years now you're in there. Just short of 9 years you're in there now. And it's when next year election, you are coming down them and stop me now. When you say a hole in the budget, because before Nigel Clark, a hole was in the budget, I know full yet. So, you attack all them stupid and also take people food.
All right, explain what you're talking about, Sydney.
The actual one was say, him say F50 children in our class, they will get over 300,000. And this will get that, and that will get farming thing and greenhouse.
Send me your email address. Sydney, send me your email address.
Well, you know why the IMF appointed...
send me your email address. Hold on, Sydney. Sydney, give me a second. Send me your email address. And Sydney, send me your email address. Me over send you. Sydney, me I go send you the proposal when I send to Archos to get that $300,000.
I know me not talking no more. You know what this is?
Yeah, you can ask.
I know me not talk.
Let me ask you one question. See, how while ago Mr. Blake say nobody in a constituency no go on the program. How much so they live in a constituency? You know everybody will live in a constituency.
But
Do you not find that to be a lie?
Me no must know if you. Let me no must
Mr.
know.
Moss, do you not find that to be a lie?
Me no must know,
Can you
man.
know everybody in this
No, you
constituency?
can't know everybody. You might not know two somebody, but you can't.
Sydney, you say, oh, you lie, Sydney.
What do you mean, then, Wallan? Anybody left me that know?
Sydney. You hear me telling us that Sydney is a rolling stone and a gather no mass.
When you rolling stone, wait.
Cool, but Sydney, you know people who apply for the program?
How much go?
Sydney, do you know of anybody who apply for the program?
Well, I know, me no finish talk. You are wait till me talk.
No. Before you talk, do you know of anybody who apply for the program?
No, you can't say before me talk. You can't jump in my talk before me talk.
No, but you made the point already. You say nobody will get through. You know of anybody who apply?
How much you know apply and get through? How much you know apply and get through?
Sydney, do you know of anybody who apply for the program?
How much you know? Me say none. You tell me how much you know apply and get through then.
No, me ask you how much apply. And that me ask
you. I know about the program, so I can't say nothing to people. Hosts don't know about the program. I just learn something new now. I don't know about it.
No, but we are asking Sydney, do you know how many applied for it?
No, me
in your constituency.
Because wholly apply. Because me talk to you and them apply, I know you can't get no call.
So Sydney, like in the summer, you say 15,000. Sydney, in the summer, 15,000 youths would have gotten job. 15,000 youths would have gotten job through that summer work program. How many in your constituency got through?
No worry, talk about that.
How many in your constituency got through?
You lose if we say that. You lose if we say that.
How many in your constituency got through?
May I ask you? Nobody know how work. The lowest paid
Tell us how many of them would have gotten through. That may I ask you.
Say what?
15,000 youths would have gotten through with summer program work through the government. How many in your constituency got through?
Not even one, because I know I lie.
Not even
one.
Suppose me tell you, Sydney, oi. Suppose me tell you, me make 20 people in get through. You don't believe me?
Yeah?
If me tell us me make 20 youths get through, you don't believe me?
They know labor right, you don't know the contacts of your labor right.
Okay, so Sydney, we know of we know of PNP MPs who said that people got through on the program. So you say the real problem is that them getting through in the PNP era, but them not get through in the labor era. That's the argument.
Which MP?
No, Sydney. We have Sydney. There are PNP MPs who admit that people got through from their constituency.
Which one?
So is it that you're Anthony Hilton? Mark Golden. No. Me I tell you the name. Anthony Hilton. Mark Golden.
Virgin up at the top there, son.
Okay, so Sydney, your problem then is that them not get through the labor right era. Them only get through from the PNP era.
Me talk about my era, brother.
Okay, we understand what you're saying.
Sydney, you probably hear me say this already. Listen in on Sydney. Listen me out. Good.
Yeah.
Somebody has my two daughters.
Well on, brother. Where the Virgin name were responsible for finance on your side?
What? Who?
Who responsible for finance on your side?
If you are coming the argument, no ask me, man. You are coming something ask me.
So you don't know who? Anyways, Julian Robinson. You see the same 30 people. Hold on, man. You see the same 30 people we are talking about. What each MP is supposed to get through. Get the youths them get through with work. An opportunity in Archos and then get the $67,000. What if I say to you, Julian Robinson, ensure that 120 people got through? And I said, listen up, people. Listen this, man. No, just let me finish now. Let me finish. And I challenge anyone I wanna to go up on any PNP page and see if none of them post that on them page. That's how evil and wicked them be. Them fight against all them party.
All right, you know say me I tell lie. Tell me one youth in my constituency will get you.
How
So
who
Sydney,
live in
you
your
for try and
constituency?
help for the
No,
youths
no, I say
them.
me I tell lie.
Are you for try and help for the youths
Look how
them
you
just
can-
like
look how
them
you-
you go and try and help out some
Look
youths.
how your constituency big. And you say
Who
nobody
say
for
me
your
I tell
constituency
lie?
no go.
So
Oh, you
me
know
say name
everybody
me
in your
one youth them
constituency.
me not and tell me I tell lie. Name me one youth I get you and you no can't. You no say me I tell lie. Name me one youth then. Since me I tell lie. Come here wait you know.
I'll come and do
Sydney,
a
yeah,
tell
you
lie,
never
man.
had the
So we're not
same
even,
thing.
we're not
You
You
even
see,
see,
from your find a little woman there in a center and I go back
Anyway,
again.
the massive. Me have to run off, go deal with something. So respect.
Alright,
Let's
you
go
can
on with
catch
the
you back
life.
later, man. You
Blessings,
can jump
brother.
in back
Yeah,
later,
man, no problem.
All right.
So
Yeah,
Sydney,
man,
from
bless
you
you.
find a little woman there in center and you go back again.
too much man at all. No man, I know me you hear about Gail man. I said
No, man, you can't tell about Gail, man.
I know me,
You
man.
see the
I lie,
day, you see the
don't-
day after
hold on,
election when you say when you win,
Oi,
you
Bridget.
came back and you tell we say boy the youths them a Gail say boy them vote out JLP because they not do
You
nothing.
attack. You know,
Then what
And
man,
you
me
say you
personally-
encourage them to do it.
And
We
they
know
say
him
you
from
make
TikTok.
mistake.
So
We
just
know
as
him
how
from
you
TikTok.
encourage them to do that, why you
Hold
not
on.
encourage them to go art? Why you
Hold
not
on,
encourage them
Bridget.
to sign up to get
Hold on.
one of the scholarship?
Yeah, run
Why you
too
not
much,
encourage
man.
them to sign up and get one of the grants?
Yeah, hop, skip and jump too much, man. Yeah, run,
You
man.
need
Me
to
can't
tell the
follow
youth
yourself,
them,
brother.
you need
Yeah,
to
run it.
encourage them for the good things.
I'm
Just
gonna
the
wrap it up,
same as
skip
how you
and
can
jump like you.
encourage them to vote out JLP.
Classic.
Come
Yes,
on,
sir.
man.
But
Shape
you
the
better
life,
support
people.
this
Shape the
wicked
life,
If
boy.
I
guys.
not
Come
sign
on.
up himself, he go get in second chance, man. Like somebody go sign up, he go hard.
Who you talk about second chance?
Richard, what is the second chance,
So
man?
move from here, sir. Me no want to
Street
say
team.
that. Me
Where
not my
government
first
again?
chance. I go and say
Good night,
we.
everyone.
Let them go
Street
second
team.
chance. How will you,
Good day,
man?
yeah, good day, Kevin.
Free feet where
Where your
government
second
again.
chance?
You know what I go get.
Sydney, which part of center
Yo.
you come
And he
from?
go,
Which
No,
part of center you
why?
live?
A page you and page me.
after we don't love
Sydney, we
man.
just ask
You
that
know
question.
what, man, you
Which part
love.
of center you come from?
Don't page me, man. No labor right page me,
Send some
brother.
gift,
No.
guys, and support the live goal, guys. Come
Sydney.
on, guys. Support the
We
live
all
goal, guys.
sign out
Come
from the
on.
list,
Some
yeah.
rose. Send
Sydney.
some rose and some gift,
Why-
guys. Shape
why-
the
why
live,
you-
guys. Shape the live, people.
Why love compound people live and can't give a gift to your people live, Sydney?
I
No,
like
yeah, me
some
say
of
though.
this.
Me
But
say,
you can
when
get
it come
10,000
gift, you don't know
US.
about no gift, but me can give you all 15 right now to, you know.
So send it come
Yeah,
now.
You can't
yeah,
fix
me
it.
say
Send
You
it
me
come
can't
now
fix
to
it.
prove to the
You're
people
too
them say you
light.
send it.
But you bribe, you try bribe. Me no ramp, me no
No,
bribe.
we
you
not
can't
bribe
fix
you. We are show you say you're a liar. And every
You
liar
can't
is
fix
our.
it.
What do you say every liar is our?
Thief.
Lord God
you know
Almighty.
that,
I know
you
me
know
say
that.
it, no, but I
Me
can't
not
cuss me, no Sydney.
Yo, I have come with friends.
I'm going to
saying-
tell him, say, I'm out mash a while ago, and you see how he done me.
Me don't
I
ask
can't
you
fix
ever
it.
right that bad. Me
He
don't
can
ask
give
you
you
ever
10,000
right
US,
that.
but he
Me not
can't
done
fix
you,
his teeth. He too light. He can't give you nothing.
Oi,
man. Me not done you, man. Me
I
don't
have
ask
come
you
with
ever right
friends
that.
yet
Me
and
not done
Campbell
you.
say every
Me not
liar
done
is
you,
a
man.
thief. Sydney is a
Eh?
shitting thief.
No like your prime minister though. He must
Eh?
have big time a quote. You know, see him got a quote today, he must have big time
Hey.
some more.
You better go back
The
and
man have the time I wish
Me no
quote.
teeth
Stop
like
that
your prime
nonsense,
you
minister.
better go
man.
back and say
I wish
here
school you
because
go.
sentence people no lie.
Man a big
Who a
time.
big time in a quote? Who a big time in a quote?
Yeah,
Who
because
a big time?
no prime minister.
Hey, when
Sure,
I
where you
realize,
big time
when I
from?
realize how
Judge-
Sydney
judge
and
it,
boast from the
review
other
over
day,
that.
Sydney and
Boy,
boast
you want
from
to
so
get
much
you back
that
at
he
school,
can
man,
give
because
us
we
and
have
can
to
give
make no sense.
10,000 US.
He review when big time for what that.
He not
The
beg,
man
man. I
will
beg
get
him a beg,
granted.
Sydney.
Granted, he get granted if you never know.
Sydney, you
that
did
thing
read the
got
article?
Hold
The
on.
review is granted.
Then
Sydney,
that
you
thing
did,
got
you
quote
did,
for
you did
ask
read
for.
the article,
All right,
Sydney?
hold on. Hold
You
on.
Where
can't
you say
read
my
it
big
now.
time? Which part of my big time from?
Hold
Who my
on,
big
hold
time
on, hold
from?
on. Take it easy, calm down.
Sydney,
I know that
read the
thing got
last
quote-
comment where there, so I
Hold
could
on,
see
no,
if you
brother.
can read.
Hold on. Let me say something to you now, to the brethren now. I know that thing got quote go ask for.
The man go forget a judicial review and it's
Then
been
know that thing get,
granted.
they no begging, go beg it.
Oh, you meaning go beg it? How would this man come from?
Come on,
Man,
guys.
what's
Come
Sydney?
on, guys. Come
Hold
on,
on there,
scream, guys.
Sydney.
Send
Let me
some
ask
gift,
you a
guys, and
question,
fill the live
Sydney.
goal, guys. Come
When you
on.
did go to hospital, you see, for breakfast, how
Me
you
no
did go
go
up there
to
for?
breakfast, man. Don't tell a lie for me, man.
How you did go up there for? For go beggy?
No, me go interview because me hear what go on up there. So me
You
no
did
get
go
breakfast,
interview
man.
on breakfast?
Who you
Me
go
no get
interview?
breakfast, my youth. Me interview
Yo,
people.
when
When them a
Sydney
get
born
their
in
breakfast and
Japan
how.
head. When Sydney born in Japan head, man, that's why. You know what I'm
Yeah,
When
saying?
you
man.
know no head head for drop on. I
No
know
head-
your head no
No
good.
sense, sir.
Me drop
look like
coffee,
he-
but you know none.
You look like in sugar low and tired.
You
Up
better
your
you
nose,
better come
you
out
have.
of center. You better come out
Up
of my
your
parish.
nose.
You let people down my parish. Go away.
Oi, everybody have
Come out of the
sugar. Oh, you fools, so you know no sugar now you. Okay, that's how you
Me
fools.
say your sugar low.
Talk it
You
up,
say
man.
low, feel low.
Yeah, but you know how none.
Everybody have sugar, man. Not that you just say, but we say your sugar low.
You don't have
guys.
none,
Come on,
man.
tap up the screen, guys, and send some
You
support,
want-
guys. Come on, people.
Something
And you
sweet.
don't come for trace.
If you
Me no
drink,
come for
man,
trace.
because be foolish to attack.
Every day,
Which part?
we don't know why you go
Because-
for your blood
you
clot
see-
rocking chair and scratch your
Oi,
ball.
are the hungry prime minister, me see after their court.
Respect my boss. Respect. Big up yourself. Big up.
What
Big
a
up, Kevin.
thief, man. For thief. Give
Sydney,
me a quote for thief. What a
Sydney,
shame and
Sydney.
disgrace.
Yo,
Sydney.
Sydney, stop telling lie, man.
Sydney, you remember how PJ honest and loyal to your country?
Yeah, in the 18 and a half, you're lying up in bed.
He honest, don't it?
Yes,
Honest, man.
Yeah, man.
You remember when
That's why
you
it
wake
took
up
so
in
much time.
19... Sydney, you remember you wake up in 1999 and there was a gas riot because your honest prime minister decided that he love poor people so much. He might triple the price of gas.
But look how much feet now.
You did remember?
Look how much feet now.
No, me ask you if you remember that.
The people
Sydney, you remember 1997 when they at jail?
And did him lose?
You remember in 1997 when they at jail and there was a prison riot?
We can't ask you now, too, man. You remember saying we didn't lose?
man know so much about Sydney, sir. What one boy?
Because Sydney can't tell we. I Sydney tell we, you know.
Beat them, man. Them a beat them, so them a tell you the family.
Sydney I tell we, you know.
Sydney is
So
true, man.
Sydney.
Hey,
Sydney, oh you escape. Sydney, what on man, Sydney. Sydney, remember, you know. The prison riot, you know, was to unalive all homosexuals. Oh you escape.
But it's not easy. And you know them things, me don't know about them things, brother. So you go on and you know about
So you escape. Oh you escape
don't know
that.
about. Me never know about that and you know about it. So you escape.
Sydney for half a TikTok, it doesn't make fucking sense.
Me a mash you know up, man. That's how you
Watch
can't
your
take me.
language.
A mash you know up, man. You know, I mean, one of PNP up here,
No,
from the host and what
in a reality still, you know, people, the host, you probably never hear about the 1997 prison riot. You ever hear about it?
No, I never hear about it, you know.
All right, so Sydney, allow me to tell the man about the
Who's young man?
1997
Who's
prison
not
riot.
like him young?
No, but if you tell lie,
No, I'm not going to tell no lie.
You start tell lie, man. Because you said me
not
were
gonna
in
tell
there,
a
that's
lie.
the first thing. You said me were in there, that's the first thing.
No,
So
but you're
start
in there,
lying.
you tell we say the day at prison then time.
What? Oh, you lie, someone I've never got prison from
Hey.
the man.
Classic. You
Oi.
wait get time and you get 2 pack of condom.
Brethren, who no come
You remember when they gave box a condom?
Hey, one never right lie, so.
Eh?
Never right lie,
One box
man,
of
and you can't find nothing.
Sydney, where you don't go use the box of
Me
condom
will put fun
for?
and joke aside, though. Me will put fun and joke aside because me really want to hear this and understand what's going on.
All right, so
Yes,
so
what?
here it is now, 1997.
No, man, the man say 1 year about now, man. He was same.
No, him say 1 year about the
No, man, we want to hear
1997
about what the
prison
history
riot.
of the country.
The man a talk about the country now, man. Stop
Yeah,
about
man,
97.
Host, do you want to hear about the
no one.
1997 prison riot?
No, but you tell P lie, man. Talk what go on already was. No.
Sydney, I'm asking the host a question. Do you want to hear about the 1997 prison riot? If you say no,
tell
we
P
will
lie,
have to say
host
nothing.
no
You know.
1 year. Can you tell lie? Host no 1 year. Can you say me when did it? And me get condom and I lie we know I tell already. So me
You
no
never
want
get
you.
no condom.
But me never did it.
You never get no condom, Sydney.
Oh, me pick get you, I'm never did it.
You never. When they not give you a condom, you never take it.
Brethren, host, you run your program good, man. Run your program good, man. I run with them, man. They are for your thing. I come and match up your life, you know what? Host, they come to match up your life. Make we talk about now.
I could also react to what
Hey,
I could also react to.
No, but me really want. No, me really want the host to hear about the 1997 prison riot. No.
Host, 3 days
The
ago.
host need for
Long
hear
at
them
Jubilee
thing. You know,
Hospital.
part of history where Sydney need for talk and tell the people them the reality of what the PNP was about.
Host, talk
Man,
about
it's
what you
still
know right
about,
and how
it's
you
still
tell P
about.
lie. You can't
So
tell
in
host no,
1997,
about it.
in 1997, the then
you can't
security
do to man
minister
to
was
stop your
KD
lie, man.
Knight. The prime minister was PJ Patterson.
Yeah.
What's your afraid of, man?
And the correct and
No, man,
the
this
head
is
of
what we are
corrections
talking
was
about,
John
man.
Prescott.
But you might tell lie, man.
So them 3 names that we mentioned just a while ago, these are all 3 lies.
Wait,
Talk about what-
me know I'm coming. Me talk my part of the story. Me see go on with the I'm not like you.
Yeah, talk about the words, what you know.
Me
Right.
see what go on. And upon the PNP side, on my party, me go talk. You know. You understand?
You know want to hear it again. What's nobody talk? You know want to
No,
hear
let
it.
the man talk, man. Let the man talk.
Yeah, man.
The man have him time, you know. Make him talk.
Me see a man send greetings to somebody, you know. I want me go check out the greetings. Me think it's a female and a male, you know, he send greetings to, you know. You understand? And when me check the ratio, the man send greetings to.
So what if I say to you? What if I say to you? And him will tell me say a lie, you know. Sydney, you see the man where in it where them sending greetings to a name Dre Brian? A Sydney nephew, you know.
Yes, I'm a nephew.
Really?
So what happened to that? So what I know?
You see white teeth mash. You know see white teeth mash and body mash. You know see?
I was asked about the paper, the Samuel agreement where I'm going to sign. Make you ask him about that too.
Tell about it, you know. Tell about it.
Tell us about it, Sidney. Tell us about it.
Because, all right, in go
tell us about it.
Married. Then, if me tell you your talk, man. If you teach you them in school, if you said them all right to be a girl as a boy, and a girl all right to be a boy as a girl. That's one
do you have the document in front of you right now, Sydney?
You don't have it in front of me, but sue me.
Have you ever seen that document?
Yes. The Prime Minister
Sydney.
Sydney, you know you're telling a lie. You're telling one more lie.
Listen me.
So you want to tell me now?
You sting me a while ago. Let me tell you the truth. Now your Bex.
So, Os,
what truth did you
live in Jamaica? You ever hear nothing about that?
About what? No, some of them
Say them are kids.
The Samoa
Say them are
agreement.
kids.
Me could get this thing clarified. Me could get this thing straight.
The Samoa agreement.
Me could get this straight to go on live. You see what I go on in Jamaica? We want some gangster people in the PNP party. We don't want a booger man boy. We don't want a local waste man boy. I understand because them look like type of lifestyle. We don't want them things. You see me as a youth. Me no want to see no other local young youth that come do them thing. Them want to know if you're woman them the youth them say. I understand because
so,
no man to man. We don't promote no man to man business boy.
Alright, not this a party.
So, I'm going to tell you a thing now. Because everything we're doing now, we can't tell you, say.
Alright, not this a party, though.
Hear this now, host. Hear this. In 2012, December 16, 2012, the article came out from the Gleaner, and it said that Miss, we call her Mama D. I can't pronounce her name. Dalrymple something like that.
Filbert. Dalrymple Filbert.
She say, man, she was the Minister of Education, our shadow minister and Ministry of Education. And she recognizes that there was same-sex materials being taught in our schools. And this was done to the grade 7 to grade 9 students. As I said, December 16, 2012. A parent in the same year, September 2012, saw what was happening and she made an alarm. And them pull it for a week.
Allah, you tell man, stop the lie.
You
said December 16.
I gave you dates.
You don't know right now power 2016.
No, 2012. PNP was in power. Don't do that.
No, man, you said December 2016.
No,
I said December 16.
The man said 16 a while ago.
December 16, 2012.
Brother, let me tell you something, man.
So not only a thing
Alright, if he said that he made a mistake, correct yourself for the date, classic. Since
December 16, 2012.
No, sir, you said 2016.
December 16.
Alright, you can go and research it yourself.
Same-sex materials being taught in schools. December 16, 2012.
More than one time you say so. So if you make a mistake,
as I said in a host, if you have a second device, you can pull it up. Cool.
I mean, I'm be biased as a PNP member and as a young PNP member. I'm be biased. One thing make more than one PNP for winning, and I just did the anniversary, the happy anniversary where such man send the 2 man them more than one PNP for winning. I understand.
But this a man get license was.
You understand?
This a man have the license, sign the paper.
Nah, when I understand me as a people, when I understand.
Well, on the worst, them make you don't find them who sign the paper, yes, so you afraid of them?
Who sign the paper now? Yeah, me understand who sign
the paper.
Yeah, man.
Which part the paper that we sign? Which part?
For that, Sydney. Sydney, you have to come with the proof.
You see me, I show you do. You must talk straight, you know, man.
No, true, no.
Because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
must
yeah,
hear
Sydney,
the man.
Sydney, you hear me?
Yes,
Sydney.
host.
The man send the greetings. You know, the man send the greetings to the man. Yo, me tell you, I never know now. Me go look on the thing and me can't believe you touch me to me. I tell you, because I
Alright.
wrong way. Listen, no,
I'm
I
ask you now.
wrong way. Them a lead the
I'm
youth.
well, I know what's.
Them
I'm
thing
ask you
them
now.
thing
So you never
put in
hear
at
about the
all.
Samuel agreement. You know, you about the Samuel agreement.
No, me know you
Sydney, you don't know where you talk, man. Just
Yeah.
stop tell him man foolishness.
Sydney,
Yeah, but
you
you
know
know
about the
that
Cantanoa.
was.
Sydney, I'm asking you now. I'm ask the host. May I ask the host and may I ask Sydney, do you know about the Cantanoa agreement?
No, me don't know about it.
All right, so may I tell you about the Cantanoa agreement? It's an agreement that the PNP would have signed in.
And I believe nothing what you were saying,
They
man.
would have signed this. As
me
I say, no, listen, no, host. Everything when I say to you, I say, go and go fuck, check it.
Yeah, man,
They would have signed it, you know.
man,
Listen,
like
hello. Them signed it in the year 2000, 2005, 2010, 2010, 2015. Listen, you know, 4 times they signed it. And it was changed. And it was changed in 2020. The same Cantanoa agreement was changed.
All right, wait, let me ask you one question.
It was changed to the Samoa agreement.
Most of the person supposed to know about it. When I look at you at a group, because I'm a young youth, I did much look at when PNP did info, I young youth come up, I understand. Me say a prison did for make out and near people, and born out to me, I look at them and say, yo, that can't be low.
Like Dan Karate, that's one cut off in the man. What a wicked JPS, man.
Yeah, man, then cut off your light, man, I have $10,000 giveaway.
So now you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
Yeah, so a part of them say Portia could build a prison thing out and what did they go on this and now? Because we have to understand, you know?
All right. So British them.
Classic, classic. Let me tell you what, David Cameron got Jamaica would disrespect Jamaican people. And with the Prime Minister, what talk about say, he might give him 25 million pounds. To build prison out there, for prisoner. Yeah?
And they want to deport some people.
Yeah, and Portia hug him up and kiss him up for that.
All right, what had happened in that meeting? They said the prison in the UK was overpopulated by the Jamaicans.
So why they want to put it here? Why Jamaican say overpopulated? So why they want to put it?
Portia Simpson Miller at the time accepted for the prison to build. But the opposition at the time did not agree with it.
No.
Because them say if you do a crime in England, you're not supposed to send them back here. Right, make them do them time. But they are saying it is burdensome on them. They want to build a prison in Jamaica and to send it.
So they can send no prisoner them instead of keep them in the UK.
Right, and the PNP them agree to that. And next thing again, brother, I'm gonna teach you something again. I don't know if you know the Communication Act also that was signed and hidden up a camp. The phone that you're talking on right now is because of the PNP. Right now we cannot talk certain things on the phone.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Give them authority to bug your phone.
I am not going to be biased with this one, brother. You can do the research. Peter Phillips is the one that had signed that Communication Act for the Americans them to take all the information from our phone and use against us. So you see the man where you see a chopping line and all them things there? It was way before the chopping of the line. They did that, and that was one of the law they used to
about 2010, a little before 2010.
Right.
Yeah, where you used to bug your phone them.
All right. When Bruce Golding was in power and he was the prime minister, Bruce Golding had a problem with it because Bruce Golding said, I'm not going to send nobody from my country based on that.
Okay.
And then the Americans said to Bruce Golding, that was signed into law. And him said, law in which parliament? Him say it was signed by Peter Phillips. You need to go and look for it. When
was a legal move.
Yeah, it was.
He sell out the country.
Yeah, man. He signed it. He signed the memorandum.
Who signed it? Keep on saying who signed it.
Peter Phillips.
Peter Phillips signed it.
And look at it now.
The memorandum.
Yeah, the memorandum.
Let us make this clear. Peter Phillips was the then Minister of Security.
National Security.
Good. He signed it without The knowledge of Porsche seems to me that was running the country. 1. 2, he signed it and he hid it up a camp. So it was an agreement between him and the US only. Bro, over the years I've been saying that Peter Phillips was working with the CIA and people never believe it. Until this come out.
Since we're on this prison thing, no.
Well, before you reach prison too, even the prison thing, I remember when they said AIDS was taking over in the prison. And they said to and then KD Knight, the Minister of Security, was a PNP again, came up with a brilliant plan to issue condoms in the prison.
They did.
No, so wait, what kind of prison with beer man night?
Yeah, man.
Then that happened, bro. That me did I go tell you. That is the PNP.
So that means you promote, definitely them try to promote them thing around then.
All right, hold on there. There's another one thing of classic. There's another one with the visa thing, you know. They were where Jamaica was the only Caribbean.
Remember, I still want to tell that prison story, I hear?
Yeah. All right, go on with the prison story.
Come on, guys, show up the live, guys, and support the live goal, guys. Come on, people, support the live goal, people. Top up the stream and show up the live people and send some gifts, guys. Come on.
Educate him in a classic. More you tell him. I heard you saying it to him, but then they lock you out. So me come to tell him the truth. So
all right, so in 1997, the same year of FinSac, the same year when Omar Davis, PJ Patterson, Mark Golding, they that tear down the country with FinSac and I rob from the poor and I give to the rich. Because the same year when we have 2 prison riots taking place in Jamaica. First in Jamaica's history. All right? And the then Minister of Justice, the then Minister of Security, KD Knight, Prime Minister PJ Patterson, and Head of Corrections, John Prescott, they all agreed that there was a 3% more AIDS victim in the prison than nationally. And as such, them said them are going to issue him condoms. Prescott came with the condoms and he first went to his correctional officers and said, listen, I have some condoms for you guys, which they gladly accepted. No, he said to them to use on each other and also the prisoners. People them get outraged and they walked off the job same time. So that lead up to 6 days of riot in the prison.
Up, Pearl, up.
The article said, my friend, the aim was to him, the prisoners, their aim was to him to unalive all homosexuals. In other words, Batman.
In the prison, yeah.
In the prison. As I said, at my 2 prisons at the same time. Now, when them finish unalive.
Spanish Town away.
Spanish Town and there was one in Kingston.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. I don't quite remember the name. But anyhow.
GP, man.
GP to 1.
All right. So when them finish unalive, the people them deem as homosexuals, there were more PNP prisoners in the prison and they turned on the labor rights. 6 days of riots. The Gleaner article said that the Prime Minister took 24 days to address the whole situation. 24 days. Cool? It also said that Prescott kept his job from 1997 to 2003. It also said that KD Knight kept his job also. It also said that it did not get no international attention because they tried to keep it down as best as possible. The same article said that 17 people were unalive in both prisons and an additional 41 was injured. But Mr. But Mr. Collins, who was in prison, in one of those prisons, came out and he said, I witnessed 28 prisoners being unalive in the prison that I was in, and over 50 got injured that are in a one prison. We don't know the numbers, the real numbers in the other prison. But everybody kept their job. Nobody got disciplined. Nothing came out of it. Them never did help to bury the prisoners them. That is what came out of it. So a prime minister, sat there for 24 days and never saw it as something as an emergency to come address the grieving family and the nation. And remember, we never have technology. So enough people up a country wouldn't even know what go on.
And there the name come now for the bus them. Chichi bus.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't know where the name Chichi bus come from.
Oh, so this is Chichi bus coming now.
All right.
So wait, a Chichi bus change from go to JUTC or JUTC.
It was the same
I see him bus them, man. I just a nickname. I just a nickname for them.
It's just a nickname because then the PNP was in power at the time when they took away the license from the private sectors. Them and say, no, they run the government bus. And because of the whole riot thing, them say, yo, you know what? The leader of the country is our. So the bus them is a Chichi bus.
Chichi bus. Okay.
Remember, the government and Ezra Millwood were in a big hot water.
Oh, gosh, man. I want to say Edward Millwood won the government $1 billion.
Yeah.
And dead.
And dead left it. Boy, brother, I tell you something, man. You see, when it comes to corruption to the highest and foolishness and running this country to the ground, brother, sorry to say,
yo,
brother, I'm going to tell you this.
PJ Patterson met Jamaica to get visa to go UK because of foolishness. Because they look upon the PJ and say, either you take back your prisoner them, or you have to take visa to come here.
That alone, man. Because of the crime rate, the crime situation.
Yeah, you got to sell it in a pearl, man. So you go in a pearl gate, you have to raise with the hell of them to learn some knowledge, you know?
Yeah, man. So, I'll tell you this to my brother. You see, in 1997, Jamaica became the murder capital of the world. The same year when the major activities that took place in 1997 is that 1, Mark Golding, Peter Bunting, Omar Davis, PJ Patterson, and several others where you see in a parliament right now, which includes Peter Phillips, Philip Palwell, and the list goes on. They created FinSac. That's a major catastrophe for our country. The prison riots. And because of all of that, people are suffer like dog. And you know, say if man hungry, him go try find it, don't?
That's true.
And it resulted in the highest crime rate in Jamaica's history at the time. And we became the murder capital. No, under PNP, we were murder capital 3 times in the world. And under PNP, we were always in the top 5 in the world. You understand? And many of those times, we were either first or second. No. Gleaner sent out an article, I think last week, and it says that Jamaica has been number 2 murderous country in the Caribbean. Gleaner, who is advocating for the PNP, sent out that, thinking that well-thinking people wouldn't even see through it. Because under PNP, the Gleaner could have said, we were the most murderous country in the world, or number 2, or number 3, or number 5. I left out number 4, but number 4 in it too. But because number 2 in the Caribbean sounds so much like, hey, we are so murderous, it shows us that we are no longer in the top 10 in the world. But now we are number 2 behind Trinidad and Tobago. But them want coin it to make the PM and the Jamaica Labour Party look bad. And I have to think about these things. That is what Gleaner is doing.
So the Gleaner try to make the Labour Party look bad.
At all times. I'm going to show you a thing, you know. When Beryl came the other day, the Prime Minister says, I am going to give $1 billion for immediate burial recovery. Immediate. It means that the real money not come yet, you know. It's a day after him give the $1 billion. Yeah. And I challenge you right now, check the day after burial. If you see nothing at all by the Gleaner mentioning that.
You know, only put out negative headline.
Everything was good, what the government do, check it and see if the Gleaner and the RJR Gleaner Communication Group, which includes Gleaner, TVJ, Hits 92, RJR, FMFM, Power 106. And I think
on,
2
guys,
or 3
support
more.
the live goal, guys. Come on, people, support the live goal, people. Come on, people, support the scream and support the live goal, guys.
Let me remind him, the day after burial, when everybody was facing our time in Jamaica and the Prime Minister was there posting and wishing us all the best, Mark Goldney was posting about what? The British election.
British election.
That's important to him.
Respect King, big up yourself, King, big up King, big up.
He was congratulating the British Prime Minister. And you can look, you can go and check that. His own interest.
Respect for the gift, guys, respect.
Brother, in order for us to go forward, you have to know the history. And you have
so
to
we're
know.
We're not trying to say Andrew Wallace is the better side. He might do things, but he might do things, but he might sweep him work and I need carpet.
We don't want to just tell you that I just think say we are trying to turn your mind, you know. We want you to listen to what we are saying and go look for it for yourself. We don't want to just think say, yo, we are trying to say, yo, vote for Labour. We want you to do your research.
All right, look at this now.
Exactly, bro.
All right. What we're not country, brother?
Oh, so I say even something even more simpler. You have been on many in PNP live, don't it? Because you say you're PNP. So I expect you to
watch man thing and thing. I don't want to listen and thing as I look at you.
And let me ask you a question now. Have you ever heard the PNP bloggers saying, boy, the youths them need to go take up the opportunities, even though we don't agree with the government with anything? I could have even suffered coin it like that. You ever hear them they ever say, youth them forgot art, try get one of the scholarship, try this, try that? You ever hear that?
Why people won't come talk them type of things more time.
Them don't talk, them sitting there every day, them preach pure negatives.
Tell us not go on and the government need to go and them sitting there.
All right, brother. Me post one video on my TikTok, and it was about Mark Golden and the shit water where I run on the street for months. It did I run. And would you believe me that a few days after me posting
somebody has to go to heart, don't have job is the next story. They must say go to heart, don't have job is the next story.
Yeah, you hear me just tell us say the youths them a get grants to start their own business.
Yeah.
You're not more.
What on the classic was? If you look for the unemployment rate in Jamaica is 3.something%, you know. So what that means no job not there. What them people are there. And
somebody say unemployment is at 3.6%. Yeah.
That means that you know what that means? If you have 100 people, that means out of 100, I must say something like 3.6, 3.5 somebody now work.
No work.
You know, that means that almost full employment in a bridge. You understand? So nobody listen to the naysayers. Jamaica grow. And you're there and you see some things for yourself. But you need to do your own research and not just listen to what we are saying and I say, yo, the boy then labor right, look like them a try to mean a labor right or whatever. You see me? So my things them, so my things them. Yeah, man. So my things them always say, man, go and go look for it for yourself, man.
I see this person saying fake news, fake news. All right, let me ask this person if this is fake news. Who sold our natural resources? Who sold Jamaican natural resources back then? Make we have to be depending on tourism now. Since that is fake news.
Make it. If you want my box, you know, Mr. Fake News, I can come up. I can take my box and come tell him, man. Once him send him request, more jump off.
Yes, man. So since that is fake news, who sold out our natural resources?
Come, Mr. Fake News, send your request.
Because I don't want to talk, you know, I don't say fake news and fake news, brother. I don't need to do, I ain't the problem, you know. I don't need to do the research, brother.
Him send your request already?
No, I said it, but no send the request. You can't send it because you know, the truth about it, ask. In the 90s, who sold out the natural resources? Jamaica was up for sale, wholesale.
Classic.
Yes, sir.
The PNP should have got some Multi Perkins dead.
I'm not to make know enough things what are going on.
All right.
Multi a teacher. Mr. Virgin,
tell the man, sir, because Motti did that bring out the information to the average Jamaican, and many times them pull the man program off a radio, man.
He say man have to, the man grab the man have
him say who swept the land of Jamaica for highway? Who started the highway? PJ Patterson. So PJ Patterson started swept the land from early then. You see how stupid you are?
Who try to get you that? Who try to sell
the 1,200 hectares of Mommy Bay land? Ask him who swapped it.
You know what? Let us even not focus on the comment because he's a joker. He don't know nothing.
No, we have to focus on it because the host need to know.
We have to make them know too, you know, because if them are going to say one thing and we are going to say one thing, then we are going back and forth and we have to just let them know that.
Let me enlighten his darkness right now. I was a PNP. I know the reason why I don't like the PNP up to today. My mother used to work at Free Zone.
Oh.
Free Zone back then was the place that helped poor people.
Mm-hmm.
Every poor people. When they look on 3 Mile, brother, is where 3 Mile is where ferry is. When they look, it is to provide people. It is to provide job for my mother and other people, brother. And PJ Patterson lock that down. Sell that out. And say I extend the wharf.
And run a motor shipping company them.
And run, brother. And it's from that, brother.
Jamaica
look
dead.
on PNP.
Jamaica dead from the time.
We used to have zinc factory down there, so. We used to have. Jamaica used to own. And let me give you a snippet of Jamaica used to own. Flour mill. Cement company. Zinc factory.
So Jamaica don't own them company no more.
No, see PG and sell them out.
What are they? Stick up in right, so don't move. You know, a cement company, yeah? What they sell out, yeah? The man who buy out the cement company is a Trinidadian. His cement wasn't selling. So when he mixed the Jamaican cement with Fim cement, that caused the death. And that caused the death how much hotel, why am I trying to build collapse and kill off a whole heap of people?
Bro.
So here Jamaica plane, how they have no everybody love to take a Jamaica now. I look where everybody are travel upon. I will sell out here Jamaica plane.
Oh yes,
they give a Jamaica to Bush Stewart. And it run to the ground. And Bush Stewart and it back to them.
So not only that, the pilot association went 1 year Jamaica and go ahead don't give them.
Before you reach it, sir. The most profitable route that we had in Jamaica was Heathrow. the plane could have fly go Heathrow empty and come back full to how profitable the route was, brother. And what Omar Davis did, sell Heathrow.
Behind everybody back.
Right. So what them do now, them sell out the route, leave the shell. So Jamaica never make no sense after that, brother.
And not only that, he make Branson treat him and send 2 white man to see a scanning machine. Come to Jamaica, come check people bag.
Bro, I'm tell you this, man. Honestly, bro, just go in there history.
Yeah, man, we are learning, man. Right now. They're not history right now, I learn.
Classic can teach you a lot, brother.
You didn't know, so we have all amusement parks in Jamaica.
We not talk about Coney Park. We not talk about that.
We had an amusement park called Coney Park. Where the other day when I did my research, I know it didn't exist, because every year would I go there on a school trip, but never know why it did lock down. Because when we were young, we never know what was FinSac. We don't know nothing where I go on. We just know that these things are locked down. And when me realize now, say, PNP robbed so many youths of their childhood because we could have go there, go enjoy ourselves. You want to see the amount of bus we are left from country and even from Kingston and go there, so. And I'll tell you where the location is. Hydel High School. That's where Coney Park was. Right on the ferry there, so.
Right now, make toes can find some picture. We meet that Coney Park on the ride them.
Yeah, man. The best thing.
Coney Park.
Best thing
Listen to the issue now. Coney Park is where Buju Banton burst.
Yeah. No artists
Buju Banton. Teen Splash.
Everybody in the comment section say it was true, it was fun too, you know?
Yeah, man. The first time I know Buju Banton at Coney Park, when we want to bring him on stage. When the stage collapsed with Buju Banton.
First time I feel up one girl in my primary school at Coney Park, I do it. Never switch.
So, may I tell you, brother, Jamaica was fun back then. The material that we used to make, make clothes, used to do at Jamaica, that used to happen, brother.
Everything changed up now.
Yo, you see when Eddie Siaga, brother, was the man bring every factory or so. But because of politics.
So all right, like I don't know so much. What I really want to ask right now, why Jamaica we have to sell out the plane, the sugar company, the sand plant them? So yo, why would they sell out everything so?
Bad management, bro.
Right now, Tommy see it right now. You come like I to recontrol Jamaica. You come like Jamaica sell to right now.
Well, as I said before, our country is run off of natural resources, and if we don't have it, brother, I problem that.
And that's why we have to,
yes.
That's why we have to revert to service economy now.
Right. Them never see it fit back then in the 90s. To keep them, all them do was sell.
That's true, Dan girl. Yeah, that's true. They can't finance the company. That's true.
It was the easiest way out. Sell. Sell.
So it's like when they sell out the sand plant, you know, them sell the plane, them sell the sugar place, them sell the flour place, them sell the cement. What am I going to sell now?
No, we're not selling nothing now. We don't have nothing for sell now.
We have nothing for sell, brother.
What we are doing is carrying investors to add to what we already have.
We are service now.
And that is why
that's why I call it service economy. So we are
I'll show you a thing. I'll show you a thing, Os. I'll compare something.
Yeah.
The PNP sold JPS. 80%.
Not even JPS we don't want either.
80% was sold to 2 international companies. 19% still belongs to the government. And 1% belongs to 3,000 Jamaicans. When it was sold by the PNP. PNP bad mind enough, they're now going to make one labor right or nothing in that.
Nothing.
Mark Golding owns a stake in JPS. Do no research. I no say and a lie me I tell. No, we have one wind farm in Jamaica. When Andrew Holness became Prime Minister,
Classic.
he divested. Hold on.
No, classic, not go too fast. Hold on there. Me know why more stay right there. Stick up in there, sir. Remember the company that bought JPS was in debt in America.
In bankruptcy.
Right, in America. Remember that, classic.
And 2 years and clear of ended.
Come on, continue. Tell him that story. Finish that story. Finish that part.
Within 2 years, brother. Remember, you know, the government said JPS wasn't making any profit. Within 2 years, the country who bought JPS from the government clear off them debt and make a profit and sell it back to a company, a Miran Corporation. Classic, continue.
Let me just add something more to that. PJ Patterson, who sold it, then became the consultant for JPS when he left office. So that was a part of the deal. He became a consultant for the company when he sell out. So it's a deal for him. It's a win-win for him. It was about him and the PNP, not the country. Now, fast forward to when this man, who I see as the greatest prime minister in Jamaica's history. Others will say otherwise, but I tell you that.
Yeah.
We have a wind farm. And you know what this man did? He could have done the same thing where PJ did. He could have sold it. He did not. He ensured that people like me and you could have owned one little part of it. They're on the stock market. And average people, because him say, no rich people not supposed to buy none of that stock here. And middle income and poor people own that company right now. Still owned by Jamaicans and Jamaica. So you see the big difference.
Me want to ask you a question. Was it there a next power company way in Jamaica you want known by right beside the flour mill?
Yeah, them sell energy to JPS.
Okay. Because me know say there was the JPS one type of competition.
No, that company that is in front, it is below Commissioner Road.
Yeah.
Commissioner Road. In Rockfort.
Yeah.
They had wanted to supply the whole country with current.
Yes.
But Philip Powell did not grant them the license. So they had to sell to JPS.
I heard that they have all the resources to supply the country.
They do. But
see?
The license never grant.
Because it was a competition to JPS. And that's why they never granted.
No. They never granted. And not only that, even the light posts, when they wanted to go on the light post, JPS was telling them they have to run them on light posts and must do everything. And them say, all right, and you know what? But the license never grant. Philip Powell never grant the license. And that was where and that is why JPS is one of the biggest monopoly in Jamaica up to today. Same like when back in the days, it used the name TOJ.
Yeah.
And they sold that also.
TOJ is now Flow.
Right.
So let me give you another bit of history on that. Portia Simpson Miller. Her name was Portia Simpson before. She married named Miller. So Mr. Miller was the CEO for Cable and Wireless. That is after they sold TOJ and then it named Cable and Wireless. What them do? Them ensure say one of them people are the CEO. Oh, by the way, the same PJ Patterson became a consultant to that company. So I'm going to tell you, say, everything was about him and not for the country. So every time him sell something, even Jamalco, he became a consultant for them when him sell out Jamalco.
But classic, remember too, you know, all of them land there, what the government did doing, you know. I wasn't on record now. See, PJ take up most of them too.
Who remember the beaches when them send them off at the beach?
Wait, hold up. Let me ask you that question. Me so I used to go on Jamaica, yo, where one beach and then get up a man and no sand on the beach. What that one they go?
PNP sell it out.
That one.
PNP sell it out, bro.
Me say you want to check up you that take must about 50 truck to take out the sand there for the beach or more. You take off it.
All the sand gone overnight.
And the whole of the sand gone overnight.
At midnight you might use and chuck it out.
As I say, Mark Golding Company would have bought 2 beaches from the government. Meanwhile, this man right here would have created beach parks. And then would have want to come size up with Andrew.
But so when them take that sand, what them do this sand, them take a sand, what them go do with it?
Them go dump up one hotel beach, something like that.
Remember saying that classic Boston Bay was no this PNP brother when lease the property up there. I know him a charge for going to Boston Bay now.
All right. So same like when them take up the sun, same like same when them take up the mad people them too.
You know, so he lease up, right?
Eh?
You know, so they lease for Boston Bay up, right?
And so me say, yo, boy, me jump for joy because Boston Beach is a nice beach.
Yeah, man. I take it for
a local beach.
So people can lease all the beach and to lease them too.
No, man, people can't lease him, man. That corruption cause that.
Corruption cause that.
You can lease the land, but not the beach, boss.
Okay.
All right.
Is the host understanding?
Here in Cayman, you own the beachfront, you don't own the beach.
Okay.
You mean Jamaica?
Same thing in Jamaica.
I think that is what takes place out here also.
Oh, so you have somebody from Cayman on the live, so.
And I'm telling you this, every development that happened, you see a sign said, public beach entry. No care who, if a Edo or whosoever own the hotel,
leave access.
Them have to leave access for the public to enter.
They want somebody inside in Jamaica too.
But they want this.
And from day one, from morning, I mean from in the 90s, people are saying, yo, bro, you can't own the beach. You know, people stand, it was the other day I saw a Rastaman, a video with a Rastaman. He was standing for it. I said, yo, only for own the beach, only for capture a beach. You can own the land, but you cannot own the beach.
Yeah.
The person who is from Cayman, you pay taxpayer Cayman?
No, man, there's no tax here.
No tax on that Cayman. No tax on the food at Cayman or not like that.
No,
it's tax saving, so you can't charge tax.
No, they can't charge tax.
So if you feel like say Jamaica people not paying a tax on no food do not pay a tax on, what you feel like that in that country?
Well, depends, because remember Cayman, Cayman is still under the British now.
Okay.
We import a lot of food, so we're not gonna pay no tax.
You understand me? So that it's a different thing. We are different from you guys.
Okay.
All right, so as you said, Cayman is a tax haven. So for example, people can hide their money in a certain banks and they would have pay some whole heap of bank fee. You understand? So the government would have earn a whole heap of money out of that. So that alone can maintain them economy. You understand?
Yeah, and they earn a lot from the permits and all those stuff. And the stamp duty and all them things.
And a poor people place that.
No, Cayman and a poor people place.
I go to an island in UK I call Guernsey and Jersey, yeah. Isle of Wight, them people don't pay tax. And I remember one time I was talking to a policeman and he asked me how much I pay and I tell him and he say, and I tell me his one. And the man started laugh after me and say, so I don't pay tax. And I say, wait. Yeah, man, tax saving place and don't pay tax, brother.
But Jersey is one of the richest places on earth.
Yeah, man, Jersey rich, man. Jersey and Guernsey, them place a rich bad, man.
No 1,000 here, no, they are Jersey, you know. Is that a millionaire or billionaire?
Yeah, billionaire. The Barclays brothers, them live over there.
And if 1,000 here, we are work for a million and a billionaire them.
No 1,000 here can live at them places.
And 100 here now over there.
And 100 here now over there. All right, you know, I don't want to talk it right now because it's confidential. Make it stay right there.
But also, I'm going to challenge you for this still, you see?
Yeah.
Not just go on PNP live. Just go around and you will see JLP lives too. And listen what go on. You never have to go up on it. Just stay up on the For You page. And listen and compare. And ask yourself, whom if you really believe? And when them say certain things, if you have 2 phones, go fact check it same time. And cuss them in your mind and go up on it and go cuss them.
I go do a research, man, and pull up everything, man, and drop in everything.
Exactly.
All right, based on the stuff that was said, do you understand the magnitude, the difference between the Jamaica Labour Party and the PNP? Os?
Yeah, me I hear, man, me I hear you.
No, I'm asking, do you understand, do you see the difference between both political parties?
Right now, I will a difference me I see right now, and I understand.
And which one you think would lead the country forward, would take the country to a higher level? Because right now, the country is going forward, but which one you think within yourself is better for the country?
Well, between me and me, I'm going to bias now. I feel like
on the facts.
I feel like, say, right now, what Andrew Jones I do, he might do some good work, yes, but PNP now a steady prime minister for the country. I don't see who would have put for PNP prime minister to say, yes, we could have put that man there as a prime minister for the country, because such man, I not call a name, you know, such man, if I him, he better Andrew Jones take it back. We not call a name, because you see type of style them are coming right now. I woman them we are run down right now, you know. We not go the other way, you know. You stay up on the right side, we not go on the left side, you understand? Anything if you do the left side, we not go over that part, so we have to stay to the right side right now.
Os.
That's how we have to stay.
Os.
Yeah.
Me can say something to you, you know. You see, in the 80s, yeah, me go school 89, right back until 92, yeah? And let me tell you something, the school where me go is the agricultural school. And you need agricultural school in your country to continue to eat what you grow. Saga, yeah? And would you believe me say after I leave school in the 90s, there is no more agricultural school? Yeah? Yeah, me say when I leave school in the 90s, 2 years after that, or 3 years after that, there is no more agricultural school in Jamaica. You know?
Because of what? Why?
Because the PNP lock it down. Because they not support the school. You understand? They not put out no effort to maintain the agricultural school then, because there were lack of resources going into school.
So, Kevin, you want me to add to that?
I'm not cause Andrew Jones. I just want to get this right still.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not compare foreign area, because foreign area are 2 different things. But if I go talk about Jamaica, I'm going to stick to the Jamaican topic. You understand?
Go on, classic.
I respond to the school. I go and respond to make sure the school up and everything there.
Yeah, man, that's it. Well, not all of them, because some schools are privately owned. So every public school, government is responsible for it.
All right.
But let me add something. Go ahead, continue.
So I say no more time I watch news and me hear say like I want to teach them now get pay and anything. They have to strike on them thing. They want this, they want in them.
All right, so pause right there, sir. You see Philippines are going to address that. But let me just finish where Kevin did I say. Because Philippines can give all of the numbers when it comes to that. All right, so here what now. In the 90s,
agriculture died in Jamaica. I mean, literally wiped out.
Wipe out.
Wipe out. Nobody no one say them a farmer. Even if them had a look a backyard gardener, or even if them had a gardening on a wall, them no one say them a farmer because it was like a disgrace to say you're a farmer. The milk industry died. I mean, dead. People sell off them cow, kill them cow.
Tell
When
him about milk.
you have cow for free.
Tell him about milk what dump in a river now.
All milk dump in a river, as the general said. No.
1 million ton.
What happened, you know? Why think that the aim died, the milk industry died, is because just as 80, at the same thing we're gonna reach, 80 would have gotten a deal from America, where 80 at the time was planting their own rice, and they were self-sustained. Then they have to take him rice from nowhere. But US come and say, listen, I will give you rice at 3% interest. Cool? Which is a better deal than to cultivate your own rice. And you see the politicians at the time would have taken rice from the USA and come sell it for an alarming price.
Of money.
And them rich. And then them put a embargo on the rice where him were planting a feed them country and say no more rice should be planted here. Just as we in Jamaica would have gotten milk powder flush in Jamaica. And as such, the milk industry died. Under this government, the milk industry has revived.
But when it comes to that part, the milking part, I just want to interject for a second. I don't really feel that it was a milk powder, because remember, we have been getting milk powder for a long time, but I feel that it was the factories, because we had several factories that made box milk, right? So we could have sustained the milk industry, but after, in the 90s,
they couldn't compete.
Closed down.
Remember, them mix milk powder put in a box, brother. And people, and you add what you have to add to it, and people didn't even know the difference. So the milk, the dairy industry just could not compete with the milk powder.
No man, I think it's because the factories closed down though.
Because it closed down because of the pressure where the milk powder bring on them. Cannot compete. If I buy milk for $10, and me can get milk powder for $2, what me I gonna choose?
No, but a lot of people didn't really go for the milk powder.
But most people are going for something cheaper, the cheaper alternative.
Well, classic. why you must understand, say, Nestle's and Betty Milk was making the best milk in the world, yeah? But because of the importation of the raw product, that is the milk powder, that mess up the farmers them. Because the money, they were getting the milk powder cheaper than what the milk. But basically what they do, they kidnap the price of the market. And sell out the farmer them. And that's what they do.
All right. Remember, the older folk, the man who are agriculturists, you can tell say, the then government in the 90s would have signed an agriculture deal with the US and the other countries in the world. All of them signed the agreement there. And it says, if you, it's two things you're going to do. It's either you're going to put a tax on agriculture produce coming in, and you have to put a tax on it in the ones that is being produced in your country. So it's either you're going to tax both of them, or you're not tax none of them. And I remember just the other day in the budget that it come up because the Prime Minister or the Minister of Finance decided that, listen, I'm going to put a thing there. Well, no, him say him not going to put no thing there. No tax for agriculture produce coming in. And the people, the farmers, we never know at the time, say, it's either you got tax both this country and the goods coming in, or you not got tax none at all. And the PNP knew that all this time because that is what they signed off on. But what they did,
because the country never know and the international people them sign off on never did a check on it. They put a tax on what is coming in and allow us in Jamaica to continue without the tax. But now the pressure is on and the PNP bring it up and the international body realize that, listen, it's either or either because this is the agreement and you don't want them to come down far away. So we look at that on the map, you don't want them come down far away. You don't want them turn in a Cuba or Venezuela.
But classic, remember the imported beef, you know, the imported year-old beef, you know. Remember that now Roger Clark come to the country.
You know, my uncle look for me and tell me, say, nephew, the chicken back when I get from Canada, that all 8 and 10 years old. I mean, I say, what?
Let me buy 8 and 10 years old.
It then a refrigeration 8 to 10 years now before we get it.
So wait, I sell a chicken and I sell our chicken back now sell make it in
No, it is called thing there.
It's what they call it. Storage up.
Well, food where you can store for a long while. What the word name again?
I don't remember the word neither, you know.
It's like putting up food for a rainy day. You understand? I don't sell it now, sell it now. But they have enough. They have enough that they can now sell out that all for them. So they continue to store. So it's just like rum where they tell us that the rum are 100 years old. And now they can sell it and them continue to produce. So they can have them always have 100 years old rum.
Rum, okay.
Mm-hmm. So them not to eat that because them have enough. Them continue to eat the ones them were recent. But at the same time, some of the recent ones still are going to storage and they sell to other countries, the old ones.
Hold it to learn, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And if you was in if you had a platform of thing there, comrades, you will not learn so much. I can guarantee you that.
That's one thing, Mr. Still, the PNP, they want a steady leader still. The people who they want to put up front, them people are not steady. Just that.
But if you look through the party host, there's nobody there that is fitting to be a steady leader. Right? If you just take a glance through the party and you see that there's nobody there. The only person who would have been a bit capable would be Lisa Anna, and she's stepping away from the party because of their bad policies.
So she had to step away completely from the PNP party?
Yeah, and I think that based on what I am hearing, I'm not sure how true it is that she's having eyes on the Jamaica Labour Party. Right? But you can't really quote me on that.
I understand.
And my Lisa Anna was Labour right, you know.
Lisa Anna was Labour right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That means I don't know anything work over Labour right then, man. Because what them come from in a book. John was star. Hold it for learn. Somebody say facts.
But during the gas riot, you know, during the gas riot, you know, she was one of the person who stand up for the Jamaica people, you know, and that is one of the main reasons why the PNP grab at her, because those days she had the attention of the Jamaica people. So they truly grab at her, but based on all, I don't know, the PNP party has a problem with women in general. So instead of uplifting her, putting her to the pinnacle, they just push her around the back. Yeah, man. Them draw her down.
And that is a big issue.
Yeah, man.